LPU Davao has really proved me that it's really worth to study here. Even though it is an online setup, you can still learn new things and use the best out of it in the future. I already know about LPU since it is a known school here in the Philippines. It is my first choice because I know that this school will bring out the best of me when it comes to my desired course. The institution still provides us curricular activities that helps us reduce the stress, and at the same time we get to have fun at the comfort of our home. I know LPU Davao is known for their tourism management course. That's why, without hesitation, I wanted to study here because of their outstanding facilities. LPU Davao has really bring out the best of me as a person and as a student. I am capable of things that I didn't know I am good at, and that's because of LPU Davao. Live your future now in LPU Davao.
LPU Davao provides you a vision that really takes an institution to get yourself prepared on what comes next. It's utterly important to choose what institution you'll be taking part in, as having the right program and system for it will help you grow in the future. The reason I made a step to be part of the LPU Davao community are its opportunities that could provide for students, such as scholarship grants and world-class trainings. As an international hospitality management student, it's a need for us to have high standard facilities and practical trainings. And with that, LPU Davao was able to provide us world-class amenities that is equivalent to such designs and the knowledge that we're able to instill from our professors and chefs. My desire to learn and having a healthy relationship with the LPU Davao community really contributed to my satisfactory run or study in the institution. It really paved a way for me to keep going as the school really values professionalism and social engagement.
I chose to study business management here in LPU Davao because I believe it will mold me to become the businessman I believe I can be in the future. I could totally say that there are no regrets because I was able to flourish here. Even in an online setup, I was able to learn and understand the lessons. The factors that contribute are my supportive friends, thoughtful classmates, and approachable staffs of LPU Davao. I was from two big universities, but I didn't feel like I was growing there. A friend of mine invited me to transfer to LPU Davao, then to settle on an institution that did not let me grow. If you are not willing to start something new and grab the opportunities provided by the school, then don't choose LPU. Live your future now in LPU Davao.
I chose to study Bachelor of Science in Accountancy at LPU Davao because of their high standards and exemplary passing rate with the program. I believe that in order to be equipped and well-trained professional, you must surround yourself with people and an environment that challenges you to exceed the ordinary. Why not LPU Davao when it is inclined with international organizations, which opens extensive opportunities to their students? It is already established, operating in an optimal manner, and obtain vital connections that can encourage and hone students to be globally competent. Most of the factors I can enumerate include quality education, high standards, and a conducive environment for learning, both in the face-to-face and online setup. Also, I believe that LPU Davao is inclusive for everyone who are willing to experience their services regardless of their social status, as they also have scholarships and discounts for aspiring students. At first, I was hesitant to enroll as a part of the pioneering batch of LPU Davao because it was only their first year of operations. However, LPU Davao never disappoints and embodies its ideals and goals for the students, which is to provide quality education, holistic development, and equal opportunities for every student.
Lyceum has proved its excellence and competency in the country. With this stature, came off as a challenge for me to be at the forefront of keeping the academic strength high and continuing the legacy on through developing my integral individualism who seeks truth and acts with fortitude in the service of God and the country. It may be a newly established academic institution here in Mindanao. However, I believe that being new doesn't equate to being imbalanced or uncertain. It means a blank slate of creativity, possibility, and new discovery. We are here because we are ready to take the lead, and so should you. Join the other fellow toughened, seasoned, enlightened, adventurous, and groundbreaking Lyceans. Teaching remotely still remains a relatively notion, and it takes time to adopt, especially to some who never experience it. However, here we are provided with professors who are compassionate, considerate, well-equipped with knowledge, can set up an adequate working environment, and can stimulate and innovate discussions. With that being said, I can say that LPU Davao has made online learning bearable for me. A lot of factors has contributed to my satisfactory run in LPU Davao. However, I can narrow it down for you in 3 grounds. Number 1 is the professionally competent professors. Number 2, the strong and financed education system. And number 3 is the state-of-the-art facilities where I can't wait to utilize when this pandemic ends. My heart is at peace knowing that LPU Davao, my school, solidly aims to provide quality education in order to produce globally competitive professionals in the future.
Why not choose LPU when it already offers us students a world-class education, which can help us excel and make us more confident in terms of competing globally? World-class means of facilities, instructors, and staffs. Studying in LPU is an exquisite experience because even though that we're in the middle of the pandemic, LPU still stands firm on their mission to provide a quality education for their students. LPU in Davao, although it is relatively new, but it is already quite known in other places here in the Philippines. And I believe that studying here in LPU Davao can help me gain my standards and quality education that can mold me to become not just a good professional in the future, but also a professional with compassion towards others in the near future. For me, the factors that contributes to my satisfactory run here in LPU will be their service that LPU has given to me. And LPU did not just reach my expectation, but instead they exceeded it. And LPU really aim to provide us comfort and also a quality education, and they also help us to be confident in competing globally.
So a lot of you might be asking, why LPU Davao? Well, I want to take the lead. LPU prides itself for its academic excellence. LPU Manila, Batangas, Makati, Cavite, and Laguna have always been proving it. And I want to be part of it. I am happy that Davao and the students are bestowed with this opportunity to become part of the long and rich tradition of LPU.
LPU Davao offers world-class facility and teaching standards. Given this pandemic time, LPU Davao ensures that whether we do our classes online or face-to-face, we still give the same quality of teaching. The students are immersed into kitchen operations wherein their skills and abilities will be honed, preparing them to become world-class kitchen professionals.
I won't just mention the obvious ones, which are the services, the facilities, the faculty, the program. Those are the obvious ones. Well, as you know, our program, culinary, requires face-to-face classes. But thanks to the flexibility and resilience of LPU, my trust did not falter. We will all become quality chefs that we always dreamed of, and LPU has always been reassuring us.
Choose to take the lead. Choose LPU Davao.
LPU Davao is an epitome of a versatile institution, from its facilities and approaches to its programs and practical prompts. LPU brings the best out of students, honing their capabilities and believing in the validity of their dreams. LPU also puts importance on both academics and extra opportunities, making them uniquely crafted to suit in student learning and as well as discipline.
LPU Davao set the bars too high. It is an active student government, working campus organizations, add to that the monthly activities that make students like me feel like we are really part of the community. We are not complying just for the sake of one academic year. What we are doing is actual learning. LPU Davao is all ears to the status quo. The flexible system does not lock you into an infinite regress of books and screens. There is fun. There is life. And in the midst of this, you can find yourself in another perspective.
LPU offers the best quality education for their students. It's really one of the few schools that seeks to bring out the best version of you. LPU pushes you to take the lead, to test your limits and capabilities. What I really like about LPU now is the people around me. The people I've met so far have been nothing but kind and amazing. The teachers are approachable, the seniors as well. It really feels like we are part of a one big family.
There are lots of activities that actually test your potentials and will certainly inspire you to be dynamic and enthusiastic with a lot of things. There's room for fun and excitement and other experiences. It feels all fulfilling.
I will always be an enthusiast of its active hosting of activities, programs, webinars, and competitions that make us part of the whole. We are not just passive learners here. LPU Davao is pushing for involved learning, and so far, they are successful. Also, LPU Davao extends great importance in taking the lead, and that is vivid, with how the student governments are very active, as well as the club organizations. Like I said, it calls for your involvement in the things you will have to do alone in the future. That, for me, would be the best factors in why LPU Davao is worth checking out.
Live your future now in LPU Davao.
For us to start, we would like to request everyone to settle down and hit on your screen for our Invocation by LPU Vocal Harmony, to be followed by the singing of Philippine National Anthem, to be led by Miss Mariah Gurdith Virata.
If my people
Mi Patria Veritas A Fortitudo. A great and pleasant morning to everyone. Welcome aboard to the Lyceum of the Philippines Pre-Flight Program. I will be your attendant for today. My name is Christine G. Guaco from International Tourism Management Program, and I will be assisting you to take off towards your academic journey with Lyceum of the Philippines, Davao. Now to all our boarded passengers for this pre-flight program, to formally welcome each of us, let us hear the welcome address to be given to us by the Vice President and Chief Academic Officer, Dr. Felipe G. Balingit Jr.
Thank you very much, our Master of Ceremonies, for this morning's event. Dr. Peter P. Laurel, officials of LPU Davao, faculty and staff, and our new Lyceans. Maybe you are wondering what is this event all about. Of course, you may have been advised that this is about orientation. We want to properly orient our new Lyceans. And maybe one question in your mind is, why are we calling this in a pre-flight? In our posters, in our programs, we use the word pre-flight. Well, there are several reasons why we are calling this in a pre-flight. One reason is because our LPU Davao campus is right beside the Davao City International Airport. So another reason is we are about to establish our own aviation academy, hopefully soon, with the offering of aviation programs, such as aircraft maintenance engineering, aeronautical engineering, and airline management. And our ROTC in the program is also what we call Air Force ROTC. And so there are many reasons why we are calling this event pre-flight. So on behalf of the management and staff of LPU Davao, I am pleased to welcome you all to this pre-flight or orientation of new Lyceans. Good morning.
Thank you very much, Dr. Felipe G. Balingit Jr. for those warm words of welcome. Moving on to the next part of our program, let us hear a message from our school president, Dr. Peter P. Laurel.
Hello, everyone. To our dear friends in LPU Davao, we would like to warmly greet all of you, our new students, our freshmen and transferees, both from junior college and college, who have joined us in LPU Davao. As you know, LPU Davao belongs to the wider school network of LPU, which includes our mother school, LPU Manila, LPU Batangas, LPU Laguna, LPU Cavite, and LPU Makati. These are 6 campus networks. We are in Luzon, and our first campus outside Luzon is LPU Davao. We are very proud of our campus in LPU Davao because it is a brand new campus in a complete LPU town, which is a multi-mixed commercial, university, and academic community. We hope that despite the pandemic, you will continue to enjoy the learning and instruction that goes on in LPU Davao. We would like to also invite our new students and transferees to take full advantage of the various clubs, interest groups, so that learning takes place not only in a synchronous and asynchronous mode, but you're able to take full advantage of the other activities which will enhance your student experience in LPU Davao. We wish you a very fruitful experience as we warmly welcome you and likewise greet all the top management in our schools, our faculty members, and of course, our staff. We have a very closely knit community, and we hope that you will be an important part of this growing community. So as members of the new LPU Davao, again, a very warm welcome, a very warm embrace. Thank you very much.
Our warmest gratitude to our school president, Dr. Peter P. Laurel, as we traverse on our pre-flight program. And for the benefit of our new breed Lycean, let us witness a virtual tour which will be led to us by our psychometrician, Ms. Nicole Marie H. Dagia.
Lyceum of the Philippines Davao is located at Kilometer 11, LPU Town, CP Garcia Highway, Buhangin, Davao City. It is the 6th campus of the Lyceum of the Philippines University and the first in Mindanao. Lyceum of the Philippines Davao is part of the University Township in partnership with the Cebu Landmasters Incorporated. But let's take a quick and comprehensive tour to the beautiful campus of the Lyceum of the Philippines Davao. Once you get to the campus, you will be greeted by these flap barriers. These flap barriers are no ordinary. Once you tap your school ID, the system will automatically send a message to your parents or guardians that you have entered and exited the campus at this particular time. Because in LPU Davao, we value your security. By the time you enter the campus, you will see the first two buildings of the university. At your right, named after the founder of the Lyceum of the Philippines University, is the Jose P. Laurel Building, allotted for the junior college or senior high school Lyceans. At your left is the Sotero H. Laurel Building, named after the son of the founder. This building is allotted for college Lyceans. At the center of the campus is the LPU Davao Garden. At the ground floor of the JPL building are the following offices: Admissions and External Relations Office or ARO, Registrar's Office, Cashier's Office, Office of the Vice President and Chief Academic Officer, and the School Clinic, which offers dental and general health services. At the second floor of the JPL building is the Human Resource Office, Program Chair's Office, Faculty Office for College, and Information and Communications Technology or ICT Office. These are the classrooms of LPU Davao with built-in 65-inch smart TV, built-in CCTV with audio, centralized air-conditioned rooms, and Wi-Fi ready. At the third floor of the JPL building are the Junior College or Senior High School Faculty Office and the SHL Learning Resource Center or the main school library for both junior college and college students. Students can also use the e-library for online research. And the library discussion area for organization or club meetings and the like. Also at the JPL building are the computer laboratory, Apple Computer Laboratory, and the school cafeteria. Now let's go explore the laboratories and facilities of the SHL building. At the ground floor area are the kitchen laboratories for our Bachelor of Science in Hospitality Management and International Culinary Institute students such as baking or finishing kitchen and hot kitchen. At the second floor of the SHL building are the science laboratories for our health and sciences programs of LPU Davao. We have chemistry laboratory, biology laboratory, physics laboratory, and the storage. Located outside the campus is the Botanical Garden or the Doña Pacencia Laurel Botanical Garden. This garden is named after Pacencia Hidalgo Valencia Laurel, the wife of the Philippine President Jose P. Laurel and the third First Lady of the Philippines. Doña Pacencia Laurel Botanical Garden will soon be part of the growing institution of LPU Davao and an added facility for pharmacy students. Next up is the hotel and living room facility for BS Hospitality Management and BS Tourism Management students. At the threshold of the LPU town is the LPU Davao Visitor Center. Adjacent to the Cebu Landmasters Incorporated Visitor Center. This is where special and one-of-a-kind events are conducted. LPU Davao also has sports facilities for sports enthusiast Lyceans. We have soccer field, SHL basketball court, and JPL Sports Complex. We also have Vibe, the official vintage car of LPU Davao. These are the uniforms of Lyceans. This is for our junior college. This is for our health and sciences uniform. This is a regular uniform of the ladies from our accountancy, business, and management programs. And this one is for the gentlemen. This is a uniform for our BS Tourism Management. This is a uniform for International Culinary Institute. This is our PE uniform.
Thank you very much, Miss Nicole. Hopefully, our Lyceans were able to familiarize what LPU Davao has in store for them. So, to add more information about our flight details, let us begin our plenary session with the following offices and departments. For the General Objective and Policy, we have Dr. Felipe G. Balingit Jr. For the Human Resource Department Office, Ms. Danica Ana B. Bendigo. Admission and External Relation Office, Ms. Frenchmel V. Cadayona. For the Registrar Office, we have Mr. Erwin B. Laya. Counseling and Testing Center Office, Ms. Nicole Marie H. Degia. Finance Office, Ms. Denise Lay Dean V. Kanke. And for the Information and Communication Technology Office, Mr. Emmanuel Romel L. Tubal. For the Medical and Dental Office, we have Ms. Haiza Y. Yelo. For SHL Learning Resource Center, Ms. Charlita T. Pangan. And for the Office of Student Affairs and Services, we have Dr. Rafi P. Aroma.
Good morning once again, our dear new Lyceans. My name is Dr. F.G. Balingit Jr. I am your Vice President and Chief Academic Officer. I'm here this morning to give you a short presentation of our vision, mission, goals, core values, and important matters that should be appreciated by a Lycean. So, first, I would like to talk about our vision. What is our school's vision? So, let me first quote from Mr. Moman of the Up Pathway organization. He said, "Vision without effort is daydreaming." So vision without effort is merely daydreaming. Effort without vision is drudgery. But vision coupled with effort will obtain the prize. So we have to, first of all, have a vision, and we will use effort so that we can achieve the vision or the prize. So, what is the vision of LPU Davao? Every Lycean should appreciate our vision. The vision of LPU Davao is to be an internationally accredited and recognized institution dedicated to innovation and excellence in the service of God and country by 2031, or about 10 years from now. That is our vision. And then we go from vision to mission. So first, new Lyceans, we have to know our vision, and then we have to know how, how do we achieve, or how do we attain or realize that vision. Our mission in LPU Davao is to provide quality education and holistically develop leaders, lifelong learners, and globally competitive professionals who espouse the ideals of Jose P. Laurel, pursue truth and fortitude to serve God and country. Later in the orientation, you will get to know, I'm sure many of you, most if not all of you, know who is Jose P. Laurel. But as we move along in today's program, I'm sure you will get to know him better. And so we go next to the core values, our institutional core values. By the way, this is true to all LPU campuses in the country. So the first core value that we want to instill, that we want all of you to imbibe, is the value of God-centeredness. So, all LPU campuses have rooms or chapels, ecumenical, where Lyceans can go and say their prayers, do their contemplations, and then since most of Lyceans are Roman Catholics, we are a non-sectarian institution, but regardless of what is your religion, we go by our core values of God-centeredness. So the next core value would be leadership. So we for college students, also for junior college or senior high school students, we give you training so that you will become leaders, and so that when you finally leave our campus, you'll become good citizens, with that responsibility to care for your family members, for the members of the community, for the society at large. So that is our second core value, leadership. And you will be learning about leadership not only in theory but in your practice, because most of you will become leaders in your own right in many organizations while you are here in LPU Davao. The third core value would be integrity. So here in LPU Davao, of course, you have your respective curriculum, whether it is in senior high, whether it is ABM, HUMS, or STEM, or in college, whether it is accountancy, business administration, medical technology, pharmacy, tourism, or hospitality management, you will be also trained to develop and maintain that integrity. Meaning when you become responsible citizens, you will have that integrity so that you will not be easily corrupted. You will be conducting yourselves with honesty. The fourth core value would be nationalism, and this is not just becoming a patriot, but becoming a nationalist in the true sense of the word. So, and finally, the fifth core value would be service orientation. So, you will be trained to be service oriented, to be mindful of your fellow Lyceans, so that when you leave the campus, you will be mindful of your fellow citizens. So those are the core values of LPU Davao, and you will easily remember them by using the acronym GLINS, 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 our core values. Okay. The next topic I'd like to discuss would be the academic program. What is an academic program? It can be a pre-baccalaureate program which is referring to our junior college, no? Or senior high school. It's pre-baccalaureate because it is preparatory to a formal baccalaureate program, which is in college. No? So we have the pre-baccalaureate program or junior college. Later on, when you go to your after lunch, no? You will be going to your assigned rooms for the breakout sessions. You will be meeting your program heads, and that will be for your technical orientation. No? Your pre-flight is for the whole day. Morning session will be the what we call plenary session, and this is part of your plenary, where you will have a general orientation. After lunch, you will have the breakout, and you will go to your respective programs, no? To your assigned rooms, and there you will get your technical orientation. So continuing baccalaureate programs, in college we have the following, we have actually 7 existing baccalaureate programs in college. No? We have accountancy, we have management accounting, business administration, hospitality management, tourism management, medical technology, and pharmacy. LPU Davao may be only 2 years old, but we have 7 dynamic baccalaureate programs, and we will be adding more academic programs, baccalaureate programs in the coming years. No? But you will be proud to be a Lycean because our sister campuses in Luzon, if you combine the LPU network, the various LPU campuses, you will appreciate the fact that the LPU network is offering a wide variety of baccalaureate programs, including, of course, masteral programs and doctoral programs. We offer so many programs. Some are not even offered by other schools, no? Like Bachelor of Science in Foreign Service. We have, of course, the law. We have the College of Law and the College of Medicine in our Luzon campuses. Okay, so you now understand the meaning of academic program. We do not use the term course. No? We refer to them as programs, no? Not as courses. Okay, next I will be discussing our graduate attributes. What do we expect? What should be our the distinct characteristic of our LPU Davao graduate? We have 5 actually. First, they should be collaborative team leaders. So that's why we have the word collaborative. No? And then we have the second one is competent, lifelong learners. The third one is committed and values-driven leaders. And then the fourth one is creative and innovative leaders. And finally, critical thinkers and problem solvers, or if you use just one word, analytic. So collaborative, competent, committed, creative, and finally analytic. So those are the graduate attributes. Let's go one more time. Let's go through them. LPU Davao has identified the institutional learning outcomes which represent the qualities that all its graduates should possess. These outcomes are anchored on the 5 C's, no? Collaborative team leaders, competent lifelong learners, committed and values-driven leaders, creative and innovative leaders, and critical thinkers and problem solvers. So we will work hard, your faculty and staff will work hard so that after you complete your, whether it's a pre-baccalaureate program or a baccalaureate program, you will have those graduate attributes. Okay, so the next thing I'd like to discuss with all new Lyceans here would be your curriculum. Maybe some of you would be the first time. This would be the first time you will hear the word curriculum. But what is a curriculum? In 2 words, we can define curriculum with 2 words, no? And these words would be program plan. It is the plan of your program, whether it is pre-baccalaureate or baccalaureate. So it's a program plan, no? The curriculum. The curriculum would be including those 7 items enumerated here. I hope you can see your the slides, no, on your screens. I hope you have very good internet connections. So number 1 would be courses. So here we are referring not to subjects, no. In basic ed, you normally call them subjects, but here in LPU Davao, we, both in junior college and college, we refer to them as courses, okay? So you will see them in the curriculum. Most curriculum would be what? Having only 2 pages or even possibly 3 pages, no? After courses, you will have the sequence, and then the year level, and then the prerequisite, courses, the number of units, lecture hours, and finally the laboratory hours, no? So that is your curriculum. So you must have your copies of your curriculum so that you will know the plan from first year to second year in the case of junior college, and in the case of college, first year up to 4th year. Next would be the syllabus. Maybe this is the first time you can you see my slide on the syllabus? Okay, maybe this is the first time you heard of the word syllabus, no? The plural is, of course, syllabi. What is a syllabus? A syllabus is a course plan. Okay? When you enroll, you are going to select the different courses you would like to take, no, in a given term or semester. And so, when you start classes, your faculty should be able to give you copies of your course syllabus. So your syllabus is defined as a course plan. It is different from your curriculum. A curriculum refers to your program plan. Okay, this syllabus now is your course plan, and it will be composed of expected outcomes, the various topics, the timing, whether it's in the first week, second week, third week, and so on. Your course requirements, your textbooks or references, your computation of grades, and whether the syllabus has been approved, who prepared the syllabus, the recommending authority and the approving authority. So that's about your syllabus. Next, and this will be explained in detail later, by another presenter is about the LPU eFlex. No? We are doing online delivery because of the pandemic. Of course, some baccalaureate programs, college programs will be allowed limited face-to-face. No? Our first off will be our BS Medical Technology students. We have applied for limited face-to-face classes beginning next year. And so we are all doing online delivery. Even though our country is the fourth, we are one of four remaining countries in the whole world still doing 100% online delivery. But soon, gradually, slowly but steadily, we will allow limited face-to-face, depending on the risk to you, and depending also on the approval of authorities, including CHED, DepEd, and our regional IATF. So LPU eFlex stands for leveraging platform utilization for enhanced flexible learning. So we have created this system for online delivery, and this will be explained, as I said, in detail later. Next will be the learning cocoon. We have coined a term here. Your study space at home is what we call learning cocoon. Let me describe to you what a learning cocoon is. It is a place in your home conducive for online learning and focus studies. So it is a place inside your home conducive for online learning. So we do not want you to be attending online classes and you are outside your home because you are looking for a good signal. That is not the ideal environment for online learning. So you should develop, new Lyceans, your own learning cocoon, a place in your home, conducive, and we will talk about conducive. When we say conducive, that place should be having minimal distractions. So it should not be very near a very busy road or thoroughfare where the noise from the street can be heard. People talking while walking or motor vehicles are passing. So your learning cocoon must be situated in a place where there would be minimal distractions. Okay? Next, your learning cocoon must have good internet connectivity. Sometimes if you are inside the house and your Wi-Fi is not so good and you are confined in a room with very thick concrete walls, the signal is quite poor. So again, try to find a good location for your learning cocoon. And then you must have good lighting. You must have good lighting. So some people are even mounting lights, including round lights, to illuminate their faces, because it is important for you to be very visible to your classmates and to your teachers or faculty members. And then the learning cocoon must have good sound proofing, again to minimize noise. So you must avoid having a background where members of your family will will be walking around and they can be seen at the background. No? So, proper positioning of your tables, your microphones, your cameras, the setup must be ideal. No? And then your learning cocoon will have all your online learning gadgets. So of course you can say that you can use your Android phones. No? You can be online. You can connect with your teachers, even using your Android phone. That's fine. No? But later on, you would appreciate the advantages of improving the number or the quality of devices that you will use for your learning cocoon. Now I will show you some examples of your learning learning cocoons, no? From an extremely complex learning cocoon. That one is a good example of you will have several monitors. No, you can see the round light mounted on top, not on top, but at the middle of the wall, and you have two tables actually. That's an extremely complex learning cocoon, but that if you can afford that would be very good. No, but otherwise, the next slide is a simpler learning cocoon, and there you go. You have you can see two iPhones. I don't want to mention any brand, but I just said it. And then you have your laptop. You have your lights also there, your round lights, and then that's an example of a very good learning cocoon, minimalist, but I'm sure that is an efficient learning cocoon. No? Okay, so begin developing your learning cocoon. I have a few more slides. I know I'm taking too much of your time here. There are so many so many presenters that will follow after my presentation this morning. I'd like to talk to you about the difference between a regular student and an irregular student. This applies to college students now. How do you define a regular student? Most of you here, I know some of you are transferees, and if you are a transferee, automatically you become an irregular student, because we define regular student as somebody who follows the curriculum to the letter. If you follow the curriculum, you have a course. For example, in college, first term, first year, you have courses, and then you have number of units. If you are following that curriculum, then you are a regular student. But the moment you have a back subject, for example, you did not make it in any of your courses, no? So you have a back course or back subject, if you want to call it, or you have an advanced course. So the moment you have an advanced course or a back course, then you automatically are not following the prescribed curriculum, and therefore you are an irregular student. So strive to be a regular student. Now, for transferees, the question would be, can you still become a regular student? The answer is yes. No, you can, after several terms, you can still go back to become a regular student. Okay, so that is in a nutshell, because you will be using the word later on, regular, irregular student. And by the way, those of you who are aspiring to to graduate with Latin honors. No? I'm referring to summa cum laude, magna cum laude, no? And cum laude. Those are what we call the Latin honors, no? First, second, and third. If you are aspiring to finish college with Latin honors, you must be a regular student, no back subject, no advanced, from first year up to fourth year. Okay, so bear that in mind. The moment you you become irregular, that will automatically disqualify you to become a recipient of Latin honors. Okay, the next slide would be about NSTP. No? This is for college students. For junior college or senior high school, you are not yet required. No, there is still a law pending in Congress, no, to require ROTC for senior high school. But for as long as the law is not yet passed, you will not yet be required to take up ROTC. But for college, you are required to enroll in one course, which is NSTP. No? NSTP. What is NSTP? National Service Training Program. NSTP. Everybody repeat after me. National Service Training Program. NSTP. No? Now, in NSTP, you will enroll there. You are you have three choices. You are given three choices under NSTP. One is ROTC. Second is CWTS. CWTS, that would stand for Civic Welfare Training Service. And the third one is LTS. That's about literary. No? Now, in LPU Davao, we are encouraging NSTP, those enrolled in NSTP, we are encouraging them to take up Air Force ROTC, no? For several reasons. No? We will have a separate orientation on this. No? Now, you might be wondering, why did we choose Air Force ROTC? Now, as I said, we are very near the Philippine Air Force Base, because we are very near the Davao International Airport, or Francisco Bangoy International Airport. No? So, the management of LPU Davao chose Air Force ROTC. Now, we will allow, of course, those who are college students, I'm referring to first year, second year, those who are having disabilities, no, or PWDs. If you are having disabilities, then you will be advised not to take Air Force ROTC, but you will go to CWTS. But if you are an able-bodied citizen, and I'm sure most of you here are, whether you are a lady or a gentleman, you will be enjoined to go to Air Force ROTC, like what the upperclassmen did. Upperclassmen, I am referring to the second year and third year students in college. So we will have a separate orientation to discuss in detail your Air Force ROTC. Next would be, I think this is my final topic for this pre-flight. I will talk about the NCAA and the UAAP. You see, new Lyceans, we have excellent sports facilities in this campus. We have a football field, we have a basketball court, volleyball court, and badminton courts. Our sports facilities, with the exception of the football field, our sports facilities are located at the 5th floor of the JPL Hall and the SHL Hall. So you might be wondering if you will be allowed during this pandemic. Will you be allowed to come to the campus? The answer is yes, no? Provided you have your parental consent or waiver from your parents. You can, by appointment, you can visit the campus. Soon, I hope IITF will allow sports activities, especially if these are non-contact sports. No? We have been using our badminton courts, provided the onlookers will observe social distancing. But the answer is yes. We will allow you to visit the campus if you want to go to the library, for example, to the medical clinic. Yes, you will be allowed, provided if you are not yet 21 years old, you will bring with you your parental consent or waiver from your parents. No? But if you are 21 years old and above, no need. No? Okay, so on screen you will see the NCAA and the logo of the UAAP. And you might be, well, I know most of you know already where LPU is a member of. No? We are in the NCAA, the National Collegiate Athletic Association. It is an athletic association composed of 10 schools. No? The NCAA is composed of 10 schools, whereas the UAAP is composed of 8 schools. Okay, so we are a bigger group in NCAA, but you might be asking, which one came first? Which athletic group was established first? The answer is NCAA. It was established before UAAP. Okay, so I would like you, even if you are spending time during the pandemic, most of you will be spending time at home in your learning cocoons, but every now and then we will be watching, especially the basketball competitions. No? In 2018, I think 2019, LPU almost made it to. We were, undefeated up to the 19th game, only to lose in the 20th. No? But it's an exciting league, no? The NCAA, and so I would like to encourage all of you new Lyceans to watch the NCAA games, because even if we have the pandemic, NCAA and UAAP, the games will continue. Okay, so I'll show you some slides about our LPU. This was in 2019, our first year before the pandemic, and these are some of our footballers, no? In our football field. And the second slide will also, yes, that another image of our these are our actually trailblazers. Some of them are still with us, especially those who are in the third year now, no? And some grade 12 graduates of LPU Davao are still with us, in first year college. So, I'm done with my presentation. There will be more after me, and I'd like you to relax, take it easy, and if you have some questions, you can ask them later, or if there's no more time to answer your question, we will just send them or give them to the event organizer, and we will address, respond to your questions. By the way, just to remind you, on September 10, you can see this slide. We have a poster. We have the General Assembly, which we call Panghawud, on September 10. It's a half-day event from 9 a.m. to 12 noon. And that is where you will hear about the plans, the programs of the institution, and the various programs. Okay, so I will see you on September 10 during the Panghawud. So thank you all very much, and have a nice day. Enjoy the pre-flight.
From Lyceum of the Philippines Davao Human Resource and Development Office, we are going to present the Table of Organization. Our Board of Trustees: Mrs. Lorna P. Laurel, Chairman of the Board. Members: Dr. Peter P. Laurel, Attorney Roberto P. Laurel, Mr. Carlos P. Laurel, Ms. Josefina P. Laurel, Mrs. Sara Laurel Lopez, Mr. Ricardo P. Laurel, and Attorney Luis P. Laurel. For Executive Office: Dr. Peter P. Laurel, President, Mr. Carlos P. Laurel, Treasurer, Mr. J.V. T. Lienes, Internal Auditor, Dr. Felipe G. Balingit Jr., Vice President and Chief Academic Officer, Ms. Mona Lisa C. Lialde, Executive Secretary, and Ms. Laura Narisa G. Ariola, Quality Assurance Coordinator. Lyceum of the Philippines Davao Academic Heads: Dr. Felipe G. Balingit Jr., Vice President and Chief Academic Officer, Dr. Marlene D. Biton, Dean of Junior College, Dr. Shala Marie Y. Vertudazo, Program Chair for BS Business Administration, Mr. Alberto S. Posadas, Program Chair for BS Accountancy, Dr. Rafi P. Aroma, Program Chair for BS Hospitality Management, Mr. Don J. L. Boncha, Program Chair for BS Tourism Management, Dr. Kenny James P. Marine, Program Chair for BS Pharmacy, Mr. Jeromil J. Lara, Program Chair for BS Medical Technology, Dr. Maribeth Q. Galindo, GenEd Coordinator, and Chef Grace O. Martinez, Director for International Culinary Institute. Lyceum of the Philippines Davao Academic Support Heads: Dr. Felipe G. Balingit Jr., Vice President and Chief Academic Officer, Mr. Erwin B. Laya, Associate Registrar, Ms. Charlita T. Pangan, Chief Librarian, Ms. Nicole Marie H. De Guia, Officer in Charge for Guidance Office, Dr. Kenny James P. Marine, Research Coordinator, Dr. Maribeth Q. Galindo, ComEx Coordinator, Mr. Dexter C. Dapitan, NSTP Coordinator, Dr. Rafi P. Aroma, OSAS Coordinator, Ms. Kindra B. Aradillos, Scholarship Coordinator, and Engineer Joel P. Hardeloza, Science Lab Coordinator. Lyceum of the Philippines Davao Non-Academic Support Heads: Dr. Felipe G. Balingit Jr., Vice President and Chief Academic Officer. Ms. Danica Ana B. Bendigo, HR Manager. Ms. Frenchmel V. Cadayona, Aero Officer. Mr. Emmanuel Romel L. Tubal, ICT Officer. Ms. Amparo L. Monteagudo, Chief Property Officer. Engineer Jonathan U. Finn, Engineering and Facilities Head. And Ms. Denise Lay Dean V. Kanke, Finance Manager. Lyceum of the Philippines Davao Junior College: Dr. Marlene D. Biton, Dean of Junior College. Mr. RJ M. Castro, Junior College Coordinator. Mr. John Robinson D. Hipulan, Math Faculty. Mr. Kenneth Joel B. Kunaha, PE Faculty. Ms. Silver Jane A. Martinez, TLE Faculty. Mr. Juanito Paulo M. Dieta III, Literature Faculty. Ms. Mary Rose B. Orcula, Filipino Faculty. Ms. Michelle C. Baha, Chemistry Faculty. Mr. Marlon N. Tabanao Jr., ABM Faculty. Ms. Giselle L. Castaños, English Faculty. Ms. Laura Nerissa G. Ariola, Multimedia Faculty. And Ms. Jacqueline Abordaje, Korean Faculty. Lyceum of the Philippines Davao, Business and Accountancy Department: Dr. Shala Marie Y. Vertudazo, Program Chair for BS Business Administration. Mr. Alberto S. Posadas, Program Chair for BS Accountancy. Mr. Carlo J. P. Albite, Faculty for BS Business Administration. BS Accountancy Faculty: Ms. Resty Mir B. Purka, Mr. Adrian H. Olasiman, and Mr. Ramon George O. Atento. Lyceum of the Philippines Davao Hospitality and Tourism Department: Dr. Rafi P. Eroma, Program Chair for BS Hospitality Management. Mr. Don J. L. Boncha, Program Chair for BS Tourism Management. Faculty for BS Hospitality Management: Mr. Jose Danny G. Bruno, Mr. Richie Mark T. Mondido, and Chef Ramon A. Aguilar Jr. Faculty for BS Tourism Management: Ms. Ruth Angela B. Lacuna and Ms. Rhea Angelique V. Tarnate. Lyceum of the Philippines Davao Health and Sciences: Dr. Kenny James P. Marine, Program Chair for BS Pharmacy. Mr. Jeromil J. Lara, Program Chair for BS Medical Technology. Faculty for BS Pharmacy: Ms. Rosanne C. Sandoval and Ms. Darlene Joy G. Lago. Faculty for BS Medical Technology: Mr. Neil Adrian D. Dacodao and Ms. Noreen Princess G. Tabangcora. Lyceum of the Philippines Davao General Education: Dr. Maribeth Q. Galindo, Gen Ed Coordinator. Engineer Joel P. Hardeloza, Science and Mathematics Faculty. Ms. Kindra B. Aradillos, English Faculty. Mr. Dexter C. Dapitan, Faculty for Physical Education and NSTP. Mr. Janruf Nino C. Nunyala, Social Science Faculty. Lyceum of the Philippines Davao International Culinary Institute: Chef Grace O. Martinez, Director for International Culinary Institute. Culinary Instructors: Chef Ramon A. Aguilar Jr. and Chef Hannah G. Calyao. Lyceum of the Philippines Davao Academic Support: Office of the Registrar: Mr. Erwin B. Laya, Associate Registrar. Ms. Ruth Angela B. Lacuna, Registrar Assistant. For SHL Learning and Resource Center, Ms. Charlita T. Pangan, Chief Librarian, and Mr. Lori A. Rasonabe, Library Assistant. Lyceum of the Philippines Davao Non-Academic Support, Admissions and External Relations Office, Ms. Frenchmel V. Cadayona, Aero Officer, Ms. Risa May L. Ricafort, Aero Assistant, Ms. Nicole Marie H. Digia, Psychometrician, Mr. Samuel John V. Guerra, Graphic Artist, Mr. Rio John O. Castillon, Digital Marketing Specialist. Lyceum of the Philippines Davao Non-Academic Support, Property Office, Ms. Amparo L. Monteagudo, Chief Property Officer, Ms. Roslyn I. Mangalindan, Property Assistant, and Mr. Von Alan P. Brodith, Science Laboratory Custodian. Lyceum of the Philippines Davao Non-Academic Support, Information and Communications Technology Office, Mr. Emmanuel Romel L. Tubal, ICT Officer, and Mr. Jason P. Escalo, ICT Assistant. Lyceum of the Philippines Davao Non-Academic Support, Engineering and Facilities Office, Engineer Jonathan U. Finn, Engineering and Facilities Head. For our ProServe, School Drivers, Mr. Jesse D. Tugap and Mr. Rudy Napoles Jr. For our Housekeepers, Ms. Nico E. Contemplo, Mr. Carlo Mondeo, Mr. Jomar Malio, and Mr. Amar Anthony. Lyceum of the Philippines Davao Non-Academic Support, Human Resource and Development Office, Ms. Danica Ana B. Bendigo, Manager for Human Resource and Development, Ms. Melrose J. Galvez, Human Resource Assistant, Nurse Haiza T. Yelo, School Nurse. For our maximum security, Mr. Jomar A. Donasco, Ms. Vicky M. Upong, Mr. Carl Daniel Susana, Mr. Joselito Siva, Mr. Leo A. Teves, Mr. Musa R. Mobin, and Mr. Ronil Peñaloza. Lyceum of the Philippines Davao Non-Academic Support, Accounting and Finance Office, Ms. Denise Leydin V. Campe, Manager for Accounting and Finance Office, Ms. Marnel Joy R. Bonani, Finance Assistant, Ms. Leslie Joy L. Escalera, Accounting Assistant, Mr. Ireneo C. Lasponia Jr., Purchasing, Ms. Maria Yulinzel L. Osiones, Cashier, Ms. Arian Dion G. Infastan, Finance and Accounting Staff. For our accounting staffs, Ms. Janice C. Mario, and Ms. Rizal L. Sereligia.
Manayao Lyceans, and welcome to Lyceum of the Philippines, Davao. I'm Frenchmel Velasquez Cariona. You can call me Ate Pring, and I'm from the Admissions and External Relations Office, or AERO. We will be discussing 4 items this morning: the core services of AERO, social media, starter kit, and ALBA, or the Association of LPU Brand Ambassadors here in Davao. AERO processes admission, application procedures, testing, and other information related to enrollment in the institution. Our office provides conversant information on all LPU Davao program offerings through advertisement in social media, career talks, and other related academic campaigns. AERO is dedicated to supporting the school's vision of being an internationally accredited university dedicated to innovation and excellence in the service of God and country. AERO will devise the school's main student recruitment activities and will be responsible for the student administrative admission procedures. And now let's talk about our core services. Let's start with the admissions. We are the first contact point of the school for prospective students and families. So we will be working closely with the academic staff across the institution and will liaise proactively and confidently with the other schools' guidance counselors, principals, and applicants with a view to stimulate enrollment here in LPU Davao. For core services under external relations, we will be working closely with the events team, OSAS, the Junior College and College Supreme Student Council, and ALBA or our brand ambassadors in conducting big activities such as open house days and school fairs. We are also responsible in building rapport to our stakeholders. So we are now a member of the DCCI or the Davao City Chamber of Commerce and Industry Incorporated. Also, under external relations is our major events. So we organize events that will boost the LPU Davao's brand image. So we conducted major events like the EdCon 2021, the LeadCon 2021. So stay tuned because once again, we will be organizing the LeadCon 2022 hopefully next year. So major events assisted. We have the ILS or the Interprofessional Learning Series, the Aristotle Cup, and the establishment of the PCS or the Philippines-China Society. So these are some of the external events that we conducted last AY and hoping to continue these activities for the next year. So what are the main duties and responsibilities of the admissions? First is we handle inquiries. So we handle inquiries on email, telephone, social media, and we cater on-site visits from prospective students, their parents, teachers, and advisors independently and in a timely and professional manner. We process incoming applications for all junior college, and ICI certificate programs. We facilitate admission requirements and provide support and guidance to prospective students throughout the enrollment process. And we also maintain and update student recruitment database. We also advise students, parents, and guidance counselors and provide them with information about academic programs and the institution in general. We also devise new enrollment strategies and explore new recruitment opportunities for the school's academic offerings. We also build effective relationships with high school counselors in Davao Region and in Mindanao. And lastly, we have this closely monitoring of admission activities with a view to meet the school's enrollment targets and effectively follow up correspondence with potential students through email and text blasts. And now, let's talk about the main duties and responsibilities of the external relations. We develop strategies to engage in public communications, marketing, and community relations. We plan and execute school events and supported the publication of the school's Invictus or our institutional magazine. We oversee the school's social media account, website, and photo bank and video libraries. We proactively and creatively implement the institution's enrollment strategy in the context of school's activities like the open house, campus tour, student congress, school conferences, webinars, class visits, or high-level events and school fairs in Davao or here in Greater Mindanao area. We also coordinate with our friends from the media for press conferences and other corporate events. We also build linkages with different companies and institutions for future projects. Example, we have a China Hour. We also work closely with faculty and student government to explore new forms of outreach activities. And lastly, we organize the school's open house and information sessions, like the meet and greet and our original takes to LPU Davao. Next is our internal services. So AERO is the main support in major school events. We are the technical, the logistics, and the promotions. We also lobby concerns from the stakeholders to the admin. AERO also carries out promotional materials and archiving of marketing files. We also do documentation of internal and external events, provides assistance to offices in all aspects, and hosts corporate events. For social media update, I would like to invite everyone to please subscribe to our official YouTube channel. We have an ongoing OG Takes or Original Takes by LPU Davao. So Season 2 will be released soon. Regularly check and explore our school website and social media accounts. For Facebook and Twitter, kindly turn on notifications in all our posts to not miss anything. And lastly, actively participate and engage in all our events and posts. Click like and share in all our social media posting. Now let's talk about our starter kit. Lyceans, be sure to have these applications installed on your mobile phones and laptops this school year. For all programs, you can download Zoom and Google Meet. For our junior college, you can use Flipper and Canvas for college. For online laboratories, you may use these applications. For BS Pharmacy, you can use University of Delaware's Virtual Microscope, Monash University's MyDispense, Lexicom, and MacGraw-Hill Connect. For BS Accountancy and Business Administration, you can download SPSS or Statistical and Package for Social Sciences and Quantitative Methods or QM for Windows. Take note, you can directly coordinate with your Dean and Program Chair for assistance in accessing these applications. For multimedia, you may use Canva and Filmora. For educational entertainment, you may use Mentimeter, Kahoot, and YouTube. For writing and editing, you may use Turnitin. For Turnitin, you can coordinate with our head librarian, Ms. Chapangan, in accessing this application. And yes, as a Lycean, you can have the Microsoft 365 account for free. You may email and coordinate with our ICT office for more information in accessing your account. You can also get discounts on gadgets and other products in these stores. These are Davao-based providers. We have DC Tech Microservice, Apple, and Computer World. So get discount from these stores when you buy your gadgets. So application period is from August 26 to September 30, 2021. Discounts are only valid to all officially enrolled students of LPU Davao for this academic year. So you may coordinate with AERO for more information. Also part of our starter kit is our digital kit. Here, you can access and download files such as LPU Davao customized stickers, monthly calendars, LPU Davao brochures, LPU Magazine or our Invictus, some virtual background, and many more. So AERO will email the access on this digital kit on September 9, 2021. So this is the sample of our virtual background that you can access in our digital kit. And lastly, as part of our starter kit, we are giving away LPU merchandise for all freshmen, grade 11, and transferee Lyceans, all for free. We have a dry fit LPU Davao shirt, tote bag, and medicine pouch. So we will be releasing this on September 9 onwards, and you may proceed to AERO to claim your merchandise. The Association of LPU Davao Brand Ambassador or ALBA is an organization under AERO. We are now scouting for new faces and creatives for ALBA this academic year. This is open for all year 11 and even transferees can audition. The organization aims to assist prospective students with their transition to college and junior college. Our aim is not just to promote and be the face of LPU Davao, but also to raise students' power to lead and develop themselves through participating in different activities, not just in the school, but in the whole country as a whole. So we have here our Mr. and Miss LPU Davao 2021, Miss April Travenio, a junior college Lycean, and Mr. Nance Mikabani, a college Lycean, who happens to be the ambassadors of LPU Davao. For more information, you may coordinate with AERO for auditions. So this is the annual photo shoot of ALBA officers, both from the junior college and college, with us AERO in front of our beautiful campus. For bomber jacket inquiries, all Lyceans can purchase this merchandise and you may directly coordinate with AERO for more information. Next is our campus tour. You may book a private and exclusive campus tour anytime from Monday to Friday by 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. This is only allowed for Lyceans 18 years old and above. You may coordinate with AERO for appointment. Advisory, enrollment for online and on-site is extended until September 22, 2021. This is for college and junior college programs. For announcement, we would like to remind all freshmen, first year or grade 11, and transferees and other students who have lacking requirements to submit all necessary documents at the Admissions and External Relations Office. ESE grantees and qualified voucher recipients must submit their original certificates on or before September 30, 2021. And Lyceans, always remember, we are a part of the biggest township here in Davao City. LPU Town Davao. This is a 17 hectares township by Sibulan Masters Incorporated and Lyceum of the Philippines that aims to develop a world-class university township. And lastly, we have a new One LPU tagline from Take the Lead. We now have Learn Different, Live Different. I would like to encourage all of you to please use this Facebook frame to show that you are a truly Lycean who learn different and live. Risa Rita Fort, our area assistant, Mr. Samuel John Guerra, our graphic artist, Mr.
Good morning, Lyceans. Welcome to the Office of the Registrar. I am Erwin Laya, your Associate Registrar. The Office of the Registrar is the academic support unit of Lyceum of the Philippines Davao, which administers operation in the areas of enrollment, student records management, graduation, and other related services by providing excellent, efficient, accurate, and client-friendly service. The three major services in the Registrar Office, namely verification of records, issuance of records, and authentication of academic records. Upon the enrollment, all student applicants are highly required to submit the following requirements. For the junior college, Form 138 and Form 137, Certificate of Good Moral Character, original copy of PSA birth certificate, and 2x2 picture. For the college, Form 138 and Form 137, certified true copy of complete academic records, duly signed by the registrar for the transferee, Certificate of Good Moral Character, original copy of PSA birth certificate, and 2x2 picture. Withdrawal and dropping of courses is allowed provided that you file your application before the opening of classes or before the first exam. Regarding the adding, changing of courses or schedule is allowed only for the sole subject and for valid reasons as determined by the Junior College Dean, Program Chair, and the Registrar. Shifting from one degree to another degree program or from one strand to another strand is allowed provided you file your application after the end of the semester or term. Aside from the merit scholarship, LPU Davao is also offering academic scholarship for the deserving students. There are two kinds of academic scholarship, full scholarship and partial scholarship. For the junior college, the academic scholarship is only available for the incoming grade 12. And for the college, by term. If you have some queries and concerns pertaining the academic scholarship or student records or any other related services, we love to hear from you. You can visit us at the ground floor of JPL building. You may call us at the telephone number 228-5783 local 207 or email us at dvo-register@lpu.edu.ph. The registrar personnel is very happy to serve you. Thank you very much.
Welcome to the Lyceum of the Philippines Davao Counseling and Testing Center, or LPU Davao CATC. The Counseling and Testing Center of LPU Davao commits to holistically develop the students' well-being through the school's counseling program, which will help them prepare for the world of work. The center aims to assist students in making intelligent plans, choices, and adjustments to the school and the environment they live in. The center also aims to help the students in developing the student's personality by aiding him or her in his or her educational, personal, and social problems. The services offered in LPU Davao's Counseling and Testing Center includes career guidance, counseling, orientations, symposium, assessment, and testing. You may reach us through the following details below.
Good day, Lyceans! Welcome to LPU Davao. I am Denise Kanke, and I'll be discussing some of the important details that you should know about Finance Office. So this will be the flow of my presentation. Definition of terms, enrollment process, payment channels, modes of payment, refund process, credit memo, and our contact information. For the definition of terms, let us identify the differences between four types of fees: tuition, course fees, service fees, and miscellaneous fees. For tuition, this refers to the sum of money charged by educational institution to the students for teaching. Course fees. These are the fees that is included to your course or program, such as laboratory fee and ingredients fee. Service fees. These fees are charged to the students as necessary, such as identification and admission fee. Miscellaneous fees. These are mandatory fees for all the students to meet the part of the cost incurred by the institution by providing services that are not covered by the tuition, course fees, or service fees. Let's now proceed with the enrollment process for the new students. So basically, for new students, they must coordinate first at Aero office and submit all the necessary documents. Then the ICT office will create a personalized student email account which will be used in attending classes and accessing various LPU forms. And lastly, for finance, which later on I will discuss briefly the details on payments, refunds, and other concerns. For continuing students, enlistment under the registrar's office, followed by assessment and payment to the finance office. For walk-in or in-campus payment, kindly follow the procedures flashed on your screen. For online or off-campus payment, process your payment via our accredited payment channels, which will be shown later on. Have a copy of your proof of payment. Submit your payment details at our online platform. Completely accomplish the form and wait for about 3 days to have your payment posted in your account. The cashier will email you a copy of your official receipt and enrollment assessment form. Upon receiving the EAF, it is an indication that you are officially enrolled. So here is our online platform. For submission of online payment details or finance-related concerns, you may scan the QR code or visit the URL flashed on the screen. Remember to use your student email account with domain at lpunetwork.edu.ph. Upon accessing the payment details and successfully logging in using your student email, you will see these on your screen. The first part consists of all the contact details of Finance Office and the link where you can submit your concerns, followed by basic student information and payment details. This is the basic student information that you need to fill in. Remember to input your correct contact details so we could reach you in case we have some concerns in the data that you have submitted. This one is for the submission of finance-related concerns. Just completely indicate your information and concerns and click Submit. Our payment channels are Metrobank, BPI, BDO, and LPU Davao Cashier's Office. You can directly transfer or deposit to any of these banks. Submit your payment details on the Microsoft platform and wait for the email confirmation from the cashier. We are open Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 12 noon and 1 to 4 p.m. We also have GCash Scan to Pay. You can just scan the QR code on the screen and submit payment details via platform. Please note that for every payment, there will be a 2% service charge to GCash based on the transaction amount. Please see the sample computation. If you will be using GCash Scan to Pay, kindly divide the amount due or amount you wish to be credited to your account by 98%. Do not multiply by 102%. This is a common misconception regarding the 2% service charge to GCash. Some students assume that they will just add 2%, which resulted to an outstanding balance. Kindly be informed that students with outstanding balance cannot successfully access their student portal and viewing of grades is restricted. Kindly see the sample computation. For modes of payment, we are accepting Philippine currency, local or manager's check, payee must be Lyceum of the Philippines Davao, Incorporated, or bank transfer or direct deposit to our bank accounts. In instances that you cannot settle the amount due, you may opt to apply for the issuance of promissory notes. The following steps must be followed. First, write a letter addressed to the LPU Davao Vice President. Indicate your intention to enroll and the reason why you cannot settle your balance. Your account will be assessed by our Vice President and will give a go signal to Cashier's Office. Cashier's Office will email you a copy of promissory note template. Accomplish the form and email back to the cashier. Pay 3,000 pesos as down payment for the enrollment. Credit Memorandum. This is a credit adjustment to student accounts. This will reduce your outstanding balance. Portion of unutilized miscellaneous fees will be adjusted at the end of the term. Should the credit memo result to overpayment, for your convenience, it is automatically forwarded as advance payment for the succeeding term or semester. But should the student or parent wish to refund, kindly follow the following process. Duly accomplish the refund form and submit to Finance Office together with your LPU student ID and valid ID of your guardian. The Finance Office will validate the amount overpaid. Once validated, a corresponding check will be prepared. Lastly, the Finance Office will inform you once the check is available for pickup. Do you have finance-related concerns? You can contact us at bbo-cashier@lpu.edu.ph or call us at 0917-702-6976 or 0908-811-2488. Pro Deo et Patria, Veritas et Fortitudo. Thank you so much and stay safe, Lyceans.
Good day, everyone. How are you? Hope everything is well. In behalf of Sir Ronald Tubal, our ICT officer, I am Jason Escalo, IT staff here in LPU Davao. Today, I will be presenting to you our ICT core services. To begin with, let me give you a brief definition of our department. The Information and Communication Technology, or ICT department, holds the principal responsibility of all IT-related projects of LPU Davao. It is mainly in charge of the systems, data and network administration, as well as cybersecurity. The ICT acts as the research and development arm of the organization. It performs collaborative study to provide solutions for various transactions and processes. Speaking of systems, let's start with our Academic Management Module System, or AIMS. It is a portal for our students, parents, faculty, and staff. For students, you can check here your schedule, grades, your enrollment assessment, and your student profile. You can access AIMS through our website at lpudavao.edu.ph and look for Student Portal option. To verify your login credentials, you may email us at dvo-ict@lpu.edu.ph. Perks of being a Lycean is having a Microsoft Office 365 account. It is a collection of cloud-based productivity apps. All our students shall have Office 365 account. You may access portal.office.com and log in with your credentials. This is a web and desktop-based applications. To download the installer, go to the Microsoft Office homepage, navigate to the upper right part of the screen, and look for Install Office option. It will download you an executable file for you to install in your computer. LPU Davao Campus has two internet service providers. It is Globe and PLDT. Both are using high-speed internet fiber connection. To connect to our campus Wi-Fi, look for LPU Davao SSID. It will ask you to enter your username and password on a browser. Cybersecurity is our top priority here in ICT. It's a well-known fact that cybersecurity threats is on the rise. We are using world's first AI-enabled next-generation firewall and fully integrated next-generation security, providing all-around protection for our school servers from all kinds of threats. We make sure that the CIA triad is being implemented in our servers, the confidentiality, integrity, and the availability of our data. And here are other ICT services. Help desk support via email and telephone, technical support for hardware and software, RFID production and activation, computer laboratory management, smart TV management, CCTV management, telecommunication management, turnstile management, technical assessment and evaluation of IT-related products, and other IT-related services. ICT office is located at the second floor of JPL building. Our telephone number is 082-228-5783, local 777, or you can email us at dvo-ict@lpu.edu.ph.
Good morning, everyone. I am Haiza Yellow, your school nurse. I would like to welcome you all and thank you for choosing LPU Davao. It's been 2 years since the COVID-19 outbreak occurred. From the enhanced community quarantine, where face-to-face classes were suspended and shifted to an online class, teaching personnel went on a work-from-home status and non-teaching personnel on a skeletal schedule. In light of the current COVID-19 situation in the country, we at LPU Davao value your well-being and safety. Please observe the following safety guidelines. No face shield, no mask, no entry. Face mask and face shield must wear at all times. Remove them when you're eating and drinking. Submit yourself for body temperature check via thermal scanning upon entering the campus. Disinfect your hands often when you are inside the campus. We place alcohol dispensers everywhere for you to be used. Observe physical distancing 2 meters or 6 feet apart while inside the campus. Stay at the designated chairs or line markers while waiting for your turn. Cleaning and disinfecting surfaces and all active doorknobs or handles every 2 hours. Let me tour you to the facilities of our school clinic. This is our receiving area, where we accommodate students and staff. This is also a waiting area for those who are scheduled for annual medical and dental checkup. This is the treatment area. It's an area where I treat students and staff. Dental area, where the school dentist performs dental procedures and treatments. Medical area, where our school physician conducts consultation. We have 4 medical beds where student and staff can stay and rest. Let me show you some of our medical equipment and supplies. This is our AED, stands for Automatic External Defibrillator. AED is a portable, life-saving device designed to treat people experiencing sudden cardiac arrest. Digital and infrared thermal scanner is an instrument used for measuring and indicating temperature. Nebulizer is used for persons with asthma or other respiratory problems. Blood pressure apparatus is composed of sphygmomanometer and stethoscope. Sphygmomanometer is a device used to measure blood pressure. Stethoscope is used in listening to sounds produced within the body. Pulse oximeter is a device that measures oxygen saturation level in the blood. Stretcher is used for moving patients who require medical care. Splints is used to keep an injured body part from moving and to protect it from any further damage. Here are some of our medical supplies. We have basic medicines, N95 and disposable face mask, surgical and disposable gloves, elastic bandages and Bactidol, arm sling, cold and hot pads. If you have medical concerns, you can ask me. If you don't have a family physician, I can refer you to our former physicians. The clinic is open on regular school days, Mondays to Fridays from 7 a.m. to 12 noon and 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. You may call me at 228-5763 and email me at haiza.yellow@lpu.edu.ph. Thank you. Once again, this is Haiza T. Yellow, the school nurse of LPU Davao.
Thank you for choosing LPU Davao as your school. We know that completing a 4-year baccalaureate degree is challenging. We at Sotero H. Laurel Learning Resource Center functions as your support by providing you with learning materials and spaces to help ease out your learning challenges. I am Cha, and together with me is Sir Lori, thanking all of you for giving us the privilege to be of service to you. The school has 2 libraries. The main library, or the Sotero H. Laurel Learning Resource Center, which houses the printed or physical learning resources of the school. The other library is the electronic or LPU Davao Virtual Library. Let me tell you first about the main library. The library is found at the third floor of the JPL building. It is open Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. The library is fully air-conditioned with several learning spaces like discussion room, cyber search room, and learning areas. The main library has more than 5,000 printed books and has more than 30 printed journals and magazines with recently written articles. To access the contents of the printed books and periodicals, you may ask us to scan and send you portions of its content via email. List of book titles and journals are found in the virtual library and SHL LRC MS Teams. Not all books are found on the internet for free reading. If you wish to get hold of a book to read but is unavailable at the library or in the internet, please feel free to suggest. Just fill out the Google request form found in LPUD Virtual Library under the Homes tab. Only students with valid LPU Davao ID may enter the library. Total number of books that you may borrow at one time during pandemic is 10 and during new normal is 5. Return books on or before the due date indicated in the date due slip found at the back of the book to avoid penalty. Please be mindful of the overdue date to avoid the 5 peso fine for the printed books and 50 peso fine for CD excluding holidays and Sundays. During pandemic, fiction, self-help books, and biographies are loaned for 2 weeks and during new normal, 1 week. References like Filipiniana, General Circulation, and CDs are loaned out for 2 months during pandemic and 7 days during new normal. You may start borrowing the library materials on the start of the term or semester until 7 days before the end of the term or semester. During the pandemic, you are still allowed to borrow the printed books. You may personally come to school or ask a representative to borrow books for you. Here are the steps. 1. Go to SHL LRC MS Teams to chat with the library personnel. Sir Lori will teach you how to do this later. 2. The library personnel will tell you what to do so you can have the books you need to borrow. And 3. Check and report any defect on borrowed materials upon receipt. Subject to IATF regulations, the library is open to all students even during the pandemic. There are limited socially distanced study spaces available specifically for students 19 years of age and above who do not have internet access at their current accommodation. Book to enter because spaces are limited. To book, chat with the library personnel via SHL LRC MS Teams. Social distancing requirements mean that only a limited number of people can be in the library building at any one time. Booking shall be within the day of usage and shall be entertained from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. only. Access is on a first book, first served basis only. Study spaces are not guaranteed. We will process your authority to enter form for you and will get back to you via SHL LRC MS Teams chat once your authority to enter form is approved. Conditions of entry during pandemic. Ensure 2-meter distance from others. Chairs and tables are to remain in place to comply with physical distancing. Use spaces for individual study only. Therefore, no group study. And wear masks and practice proper hygiene. Alcohol are provided in the library. You may request us to look for a printed book to scan and be sent to you. There are 25 computers set up in the cyber search room. There is also a computer designated to search through the library catalog. Throughout the library are outlets to plug in your own devices. Several extension wires are also available to facilitate easy charging of battery. A photocopier and printer is also available in the main library. Cost for printing and photocopying is 3 pesos per page. To talk about our additional services, may I introduce you to Sir Lori.
Hello everyone, my name is Lori John Arasanabe and I am going to demonstrate on how to navigate our online resources starting with SHL, LRC, MS Teams. The first channel is called the Chat with Your Librarian. If you have any library related questions, inquiries, or comments, feel free to use this channel. The second channel is called the Virtual Library. All important announcements and updates regarding our virtual library will be posted here. If you want to access our website, simply click on the link that is provided and you will be redirected into the VerLive's login page. If you click on the link, you will be redirected into this page. In order to proceed, you need to log in. The format on logging in is the username would be the barcode located at the back part of your ID and the password would be your last name in all capital letters. After logging in, you will now have full access into our virtual library. To learn more about our virtual library and its features, you may check on the Site Tutorial tab and watch the video. One of our virtual library's main key features is you are able to post a book recommendation form. If you know a book that is not available in our catalog, feel free to use our Recommend a Book tab and enter the required details in our book recommendation form. Going back to MS Teams, the next channel is called the Online Databases. All important announcements and updates regarding online databases and e-journals will be posted here. If you click on the Files tab in this channel, there is a readable PDF file containing all the links of our databases. Going back, if you click on this link, you will be redirected into our mobile-friendly website containing the databases. If you click on the link, you will be sent into this page. In order for you to access our databases, click on the icons here and it will ask you for a passcode. The passcode would be 12454. Please do not share the code to anyone. Going back to our MS Teams, the next channel is called the e-videos. Similar to our online databases channel, all important announcements and updates regarding online e-videos will be posted here. If you click on the Files tab in this channel, there is a readable PDF file containing all the links of our available e-video websites. Going back, if you click on this link, you will be redirected into a mobile-friendly version of a website containing the links as well. The next channel is called the eBooks. All important announcements and updates regarding ebook resources will be posted here. If you click on the link, you will be redirected into our ebook website, and in order to access similar to online databases, click on the icons and the password is similar, 12454. Going back to MS Teams, the next channel is called the educational software. As of now, we currently have 2 educational software and you may only access this if you are in the cyber search area within our library facility. You may message me here in MS Teams to notice me ahead of time. The next channel is called the Evaluating Resources. If you need help spotting fake news along the internet or to verify any website, simply click on these links to assist you. The next channel is called the SHL LRC Offered Services. In here, it will display all services we can provide to assist you in your educational needs. To know more about our services, you may send a message to any library personnel on MS Teams. The next channel is called the Library Personnel's Info. In here, it will display all the library personnel's email and contact informations. You may also send us a message here in MS Teams. The final channel here in our MS Teams is called the SHL LRC Code of Conduct. In here, it will display libraries' rules and regulations that we need to follow and obey, like the bag drop policy, noise levels policy, main library protocols during pandemic, and also the main and virtual library hours. If you have any more questions regarding our rules, you may send us a message here in our MS Teams. There are 2 ways of requesting a printed books online. The first way is through our virtual library. Go to the VerLive website, scroll down and find the book that you're looking for, and if you found the book, click on its name and you will be redirected into this page. Click on the request button and I suggest to enter the Gmail that is currently active and you can access with, so you will be notified if this book is available or not. To know more about borrowing a books using our website, click on the Site Tutorial tab and watch the video. For any reason you are unable to access our virtual lab, the second way of requesting a printed books online is through our MS Teams. You may send us a message here, but make sure to have the book's full title, author, publisher, and ISBN to avoid misinformation. Once again, thank you for choosing LPU Davao as your school. If you have more library-related questions, use the help channel on our MS Teams or simply message us using the contact information that we provided. Thank you and stay safe.
Hello, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today, Pre-Flight, a student orientation program for academic year 2021-2022. Once again, welcome freshmen and transferees. For this year, or this academic year theme, Advancing Excellence in the New Normal, I am Dr. Rafi Roma, OIC, from the Office of Student Affairs and Services. Okay, so these are our presentation contents. First, we'll be discussing, or part 1, we'll be discussing student council organizational structure, clubs and associations. Part 2, school activities. And part 3, the institutional student manual. Actually, student manual, we're actually there on your starter key. That will just go further. Okay, so we have the College Supreme Student Council headed with advisor of Mr. Don J. Bontra. We have also the Junior College Supreme Student Council with our advisor, Mr. R.J. Castro. Okay, this is our President, Honorable Dirk Andre Salcedo, the President of Junior College Supreme Student Council. We have also Honorable Edgar Allen Paz, President for College Supreme Student Council. This is the organizational structure headed by Honorable Edgar Allen Paz Jr. Okay, we have also the executive department. Okay, the president, Mr. Dirk Andre Salcedo, and the team. Okay, for organizations for junior college, we have Junior College Supreme Student Council, as I mentioned a while ago. We have Primos, Junior College Publication. We have Local Council 11. Local Council 12, Junior College Congress, Commission on Clubs and Organizations. We have also Commission on Students Election. We have also the associations for junior college, the Lignon Sapiente Association, Zienze Umani, the youth under with the UMS, or UMS. We have also associations of accountancy, business and management students, ABM. We have also interest clubs under with the Junior College Supreme Student Council. Danza Piratas. We have also Vocal Harmony, Lyceum Debate Union. We have the Sci-Fi Club. We have also Sining de Liceo. We have also Senior Plus Red Cross Youth and Nasa Huli. So I'll just go further. What are those activities or the opportunities, club opportunities? So they've mentioned we have the Senior Plus Red Cross Youth. Okay, the aim is an organization that promotes and asks the functions and objectives of the International Red Cross. Okay, and so if you can see some and many of the activities before the pandemic, tree planting, BRMM training, leadership development program, chapter youth assembly, first aid station, and many events actually being presented. Nasa Huni Club, okay, this is an organization where students join together, nurturing and showcasing their love and passion for language, culture, self-expression through communication, the literary arts, and English and Filipino. And if you can see, LPU Davao's first buwan ng week of 2019, so before the pandemic. Okay, Lyceum Debate. Ayan, we have this Lyceum Debate. Okay, aims to produce social relevant and open-minded individuals by harnessing the power of collective discourse through debate. Okay, you can see some of those events. Okay, we have the Young Entrepreneurship Club practices. Okay. These clubs also will be presented during the break workout session this afternoon. Sci-Fi Club. Ayan. Some of the events before the pandemic. Okay, LPU Davao Multimedia Club, focus on digital creativity. And this is some of the photos. Okay. LPU Davao Vocal Harmony. LPU Davao Vocal Harmony is a club that envisioned itself to become a tool in promoting the importance of preservation of culture through music to students by creating fun and worthwhile activities. Miss Mariah is part of it. Lupang Gininaw. The Lupang Gininaw. Okay, so we also we have these events and we got championship and rank, top rank during the competition. Dansa Piratas. Okay, this is actually Dansa Piratas is the first dance troupe formed in LPU Davao, coordinated by Mr. Kunaha. Club's objectives are to train each dancers to hone their skills, self-confidence. And we have also student publication. Okay, for college, we have a departmental organizations and clubs. Okay, we have Junior Philippines Institute of Accountants, LPU Davao local chapter, the JPEA. We have also the LPU Davao Junior Marketing Associations, LPU Davao JMA. You have Society of Inspiring Laurelian Pharmacies, Society Alpha. Okay, you can see the logo. Unified Laurelian Students of Hospitality Management, Unleash. We have also LPU Davao International Tourism Executive. Okay, so in part 2, we'll be having the school activities. In accordance with CHED Memorandum Order Number 21 Series of 2006, in the subject guidelines on Student Affairs and Services Program with pertinent provision, Republic Act Number 772. If you can see, last academic year 2020-2021, we have the theme anchored. All the events should be anchored with the theme cultivating excellence, building on strength. For this year academic year 2021-2022, we have advancing excellence in the new normal. Okay, so every event shall be anchored to the school vision, mission, and focus on the aspects related to the students' welfare and community in general. Generate concrete evidence and information that may help the students' well-being and translate the theoretical and conceptual elements into a practical application with knowledge and guidance to pursue their future careers. And of course, we need to create and develop an organization, association, and clubs relevant to curricular and extracurricular activities and collaboration with other organizations in both local and international arenas with veracity and dedication to pursue excellence. Okay, so if you can see, some of those events happened during 2019. I just go over with events. But anyway, you will realize this time because you are here in LPU Davao. But of course, we will be having this via online. As long that the IATF, they have the guidelines and procedures. Sometimes you can visit school, but we need to follow the guidelines and procedures by the IATF. Okay, we have the leadership training. If you can see, I just presented before the pandemic. These pictures and photos before the pandemic. Okay, opening of the Congress. You can see Sir RJ is there. Okay, we have the different events. This is one of the best events. Everyone's enjoy, have fun. And we have also the Christmas tree lighting. It is both for college and junior college here in Lyceum of the Philippines, Davao. And if you can see Christmas parties, left and right parties, everybody enjoy. And then we have also box, paper projects. Like you can see, Dr. Bitan is there. Students helping each other, giving to the community, sa barangay hall, and everyone. And then Foundation Week. Okay, this was 2020 during face to face. I just want to present some of the photos. We have also the Mr. and Miss LPU Davao. It's the first Mr. and Miss LPU Davao. Okay, so we have other events. Okay, if you can see, I just presented some of those highlights of our events. Okay, just go over. Okay, we have also volunteer for community extension from the pharmacy department. We have also from Medical Technology Week. Okay, Educators Day. We have from the Bachelor of Science Accountancy, Bachelor of Science Business Administration. We have also Bachelor of Science International Hospitality Management. We have also Physical Education, Community Extension by LPU Davao International Culinary Institute. We have also Pharmacy Day. We have also Christmas party during the time. We have time capsule ceremony. Okay, lantern making. That was during time. Okay, face to face. We have also Davao Culinary Cup Assurance, both international tourism students and hospitality management. Okay, so there are some of the posters that I presented to all of you. The first certified guest service professionals actually hold here in Lyceum of the Philippines by the American Hospitality Institute. These are some of the speakers, internal and external speakers. We have Professor Joy Jacinto, LPU Laguna. We have also Professor Joseph Deligero, and some other department chair, deans, and directors. We have also virtual events. I just go over with the events that happen. There's a lot. There's actually hundreds of events virtually. And if you can see the World Art Day exhibit, Foundation Week. Okay, if you can see, this is during the pandemic, but we have this segment, but we need to follow again the IATF guidelines. Okay, lots of SACS campaign, BPI Breakthrough, Adulting 101, OSAS webinar series. Okay, we have also the Lyceum Talks, Creative Mass Competition. Okay, so we cannot, the pandemic cannot stop us to have a lot of activities and events, even creating association or organizations. Okay, all students' institutional events, curricular and extracurricular activities were successfully done with the guidance of Office of Student Affairs and Services, Admission External Relation Office, and the Academic Council. Okay, so we have those events. So I just go over with the events. Okay, we have also the Virtual Activities Community Extension Services here in Lyceum of the Philippines, Davao. And we have also, it's actually connected with the gender and development. All of those events is actually helpful and connected with the community. We have also the Ipun Ulysses Assistant. Okay, now let's proceed to those, okay, first and second. First, the organizations and the community related to the both Junior College Supreme Student Council and College Supreme Student Council. And then the second one, if you remember, we have the events, both before the pandemic and during the pandemic. And then now, the institutional student manual, the rules and discipline, offenses, and some other thing. If you can see on your screen, warning and reprimand, it's called the code, WR, and the number of hours, how many hours, the numbers there about CS, community service, office duty, number of hours. Okay. If you have the offenses, the number of hours, and then up to the number, if it is suspension, 10 days suspension. So hoping, and of course that will not be happening as much as possible. I know that students from LPU Davao here in LPU Davao are really doing what is actually right, what is actually good, and what is actually needed, and we need to act on that. So I just want to present this one, but all of these things are actually there on your starter kit. There's a first, second offense. It's already there on your starter kit. So if you have some concerns or problems, you can ask the department chair. You can ask them, especially later during the breakout session, and some other concern. If not, you can directly ask me. So I'll be presenting my name so that if you want out 360 Outlook, so you can look my name and you can email me anytime if there's some concerns related to my office. Okay, so actually, what I presented right now is not really that relevant, during this pandemic. But the moment that there will be a face-to-face, of course, we will be applying all of those things, wearing earrings, for male. Of course, during the virtual, of course, we will be checking the students if you're wearing earrings as much as possible. You need to wear also appropriate attire while having your class. Okay, then there's also some major offenses, quarreling, but this is during the face-to-face. I just go over with this: cheating, unauthorized session notes, any materials. So there's a specific number of offenses, and if it is community service or office duty, and the number of days and hours. Okay, so go over with that. Again, this is already there on your starter kit. Okay, so that to go, and they set each, because there's about hundreds of concerns related to these areas. Okay, so if you can see, smoking, drinking, of course, especially now, we cannot do that. Okay, so others related to the guidelines and procedures will be discussed by the department chair. The retention policies, the grading systems, departmental processes, absenteeism, excuses, guidelines, and so on will be discussed again by the department chair on your respective program. Maybe this afternoon for your during our breakout session. Okay, so once again, a pleasant afternoon. Okay, and I am Dr. Rafi Iroma. You can write on the Outlook if you have some concern, Rafi or Iroma, and then automatically, my name will be there, and you can ask me if there's some concern. But anyway, during the open forum, you can also ask any questions. Once again, thank you, and good morning to everyone.
Thank you very much, Dr. Felipe G. Balingit, and for the rest of different office administrator for orienting our Lyceans. So surely this will add up to their Lycean experience as they continue their journey here in LPU Davao. Boarding announcement: to all our Lyceans, we are nearly at the end of our pre-flight program. At this juncture, please feel free to send in your inquiries for our open forum. For us to acknowledge your queries, you may type them in our chat box and we would gladly read it for you and address to whomever it concerns. Thank you.